Thompson finishing that play off. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Carr here from the gun. Dumped off to his running back.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
To the air, 3rd and long. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Woo! I am not sure how we didn't see a safety right there. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back and was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Short drop, and he gets a kick away. He'll take it in short of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Panthers working with a short field as they take over. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing here, Dalton. He finds Sanders. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Finds Sanders. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. Big gap up the middle. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
They kick the running back in motion. Working inside the red zone. The back's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to the air. Carr. He's taken down. The Panthers rush gets home. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions to get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Working out of the gun. It's Carr. He's on the move. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. On again comes Jake Camarda to punt this away. Valus Jones waiting for it. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be Panthers football. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. This drive will begin with Hubbard. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Sent to the ground by Pete Warner. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Neither side separating much so far. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They start out 2nd and 10. Hubbard again. And he's able to drive up past the 40. Whistles sound as the defense decides to call timeout. Throwing now off play action. Chased out to his right. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now Dalton. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. They run again with Hubbard. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Now ahead of 3rd down. We get a pause here. They're going to call a timeout. Here's Dalton. And he'll go down. The Saints make the play. Carolina in punt formation. Back deep for the Saints is Rashid Shaheed. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Give on 2nd to Kamara. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you could come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Carr with it on 3rd and short. Escapes the pocket. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Josie Jewell making that stop. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the shotgun, Carr. That'll be caught. It's Jamal Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Rolling left, buying some time. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's able to get this down to the 36. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Carr. Setting up the running back screen. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third and long for him here. He's taken down. The Panthers rush gets home. Jake Camarda on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And they are really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. First and 10, it's Hubbard. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Second and 6 coming up here. Here's Dalton to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Got to figure out this third down here. To throw, here's Dalton. Oh, they're on it, but he's dropped again. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. Johnny Hecker, the one to send it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he'll haul in this punt. Fair catch made at the 45-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Saints will get set to take over. New set of downs for him from the 46. Handoff here for Miller. He cuts it right. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Carr off the play fake. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
Offense to the line for second down. Running back sent in motion. After the sack, another pass on second down. That's complete to Wilson.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. And it's the Saints with a 4th and 2. Here's Carr. intercepted. Jordan Fuller comes up with it. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. The fourth down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. First down, ball at the 36. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Dalton. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Connects with Hubbard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Dalton now to throw. Legette's got it. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. Throwing it again here. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Saints grab it! The 30! Gets the 10! And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints earn the chance to tie before halftime. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the third quarter. On the return, here's Jones. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out come the Panthers. Their offense has it first here to start quarter number 3. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Counterplay, Hubbard. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. First down, ball at the 36. Up the middle, Hubbard. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Hubbard on the give. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner. The Saints add a 5th defensive back here. Third down coming up. Dalton looking to throw. Pass complete to Hubbard. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. punting unit out now. And they could really use a good one here. He has it at the 13. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. Officially a 55-yard launch. And they're going to take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Miller. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Carr here from the gun. Connects with Johnson. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. DJ Wanham gets there to haul him down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Carr. And he's going to be taken down after a long time back there. Coverage sack through and through. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. He's got it near midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it'll be their football. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hubbard. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Complete out to the right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. One of the tight ends in motion left. From the red zone now. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference.
Defense.
Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. Hubbard runs in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 3rd quarter lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tackle made by J.C. Horn. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Again, it's Miller. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Dumped off to his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. No return on that punt. And the Panthers are going to take over deep in their own territory. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hubbard trying this up the gut. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Chase Young bringing him down there. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 21. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Saints grab it! And his return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. Groupie adds the extra point. And the Saints tie things up at 14. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Panthers and Andy Dalton headed back onto the field. And it just feels like he's been fighting uphill since this one kicked off today, doesn't it? The mistakes just canceling out a lot of what he's been able to do offensively on the positive end of things. This defense, man, they have seized on the mistakes and made life difficult. They're out and set, 1st and 10. This is Hubbard running left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's Dalton. This is reeled in by Leggett. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They send a tight end in motion. Throwing here, Dalton. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers take a 3rd quarter lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here comes the Saints offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Trying the right side with Miller. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Draw play. This is Williams. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Carr with it on 3rd and short. That's caught for the first. And he's taken down at the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Saints' ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. First and 10 now from the 30. Shaheed motioning right. Carr with it on first. This one's taken in by Hill. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
This is reeled in by Wilson. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. On the ground, it's Miller. Is across the line for the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Panthers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Here's Dalton to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10 from the 41. Now Dalton. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Offense set for a first and 10. They'll send their tight end right. He'll throw it yet again. And he's brought down after a short gain. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Second down now, 7 to go. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's 2nd and 7. Forced out to his right. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Sending the tight end in motion left. 3rd down from the gun. Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Dalton now to throw. And he's got it, touchdown! But there's a flag down. Might be defensive, though. I think this touchdown should stand.
Pass interference, defense.
Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Saints come marching onto the field. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They bring Wilson in motion right. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running behind center with Kamara. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Another run for Kamara. And he gets this one to the 49 on a solid pickup. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, Carr. Kamara's got it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
They go play action with Carr. Gets this to Johnson. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Carr here from the gun. Catch is made in close. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans! kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. Return's looking good so far. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Ball at the 33 for first down. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Pass complete to Hubbard. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Handoff running left, Hubbard. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Dalton looking to throw. Able to get it to Moore. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. One of the tight ends motioning left. Setting up to pass. He finds Sanders. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. That one gains 7. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Here's a give to Hubbard. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They run again with Hubbard. And this run doesn't have the juice of that last one. He's stopped at the line. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. So now here's 3rd and 5. Hubbard again. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. It's Hubbard off the option. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. This offense ready to get going again now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses. So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Desperation time here on fourth. Throw caught by his running back. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. And they do not get a desperately needed first down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs. They take a knee, and their season has begun exactly how they wanted it to, with a win. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a